Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson looking to throw right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here? He put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Completion good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go with the keeper, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Hannah, and he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle end up making the play.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 3rd down, Hannah. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. but this time it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. And give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. T. Higgins, 61 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. Play action. It's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Jackson. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game, so you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like look.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need him right.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Garabay's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They throw it out right complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a loose football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Patriots have cut the lead back down to 2.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Jackson.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And in for the Ravens touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough.
They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll send the tight end in motion.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
2nd and 5. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
first down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
This down inside the 20.
A 40-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 19-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
57 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Pats are able to cut into that deficit. And one extra point up and through as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is now lost.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll go option on second down, right side. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing now is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spiral.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.